All right, so we got a little bit better lighting here. I just pulled us out. I'm gonna use this to go down and fill up some water, and it's kind of funny, but I'm gonna drive it out to the sheep and just make sure they have water. I checked, and they're pretty fine. It's gonna rain, but I'll just give them some fresh water here. Just do the due diligence every day. All right, here we go. Glowing. So it's kind of silly, but I've been using these buckets to run out to our sheep. Sheep, buckets and buckets with lids, loader, beautiful mountain. One thing about the sheep, it's funny, like a lot of people don't realize, like, I don't know, our sheep that are grazed out in the pastures out here all the time, no barns, they need way less water than like any other animal I've seen. I mean, our ram needs a lot of water. He needs it every day. But the girls, they barely drink. And I think it's because the dew settles here so nicely that they just eat their water from the living grass, the living vegetation. But we just give them water anyway. So we'll do one more here. It's supposed to rain a lot anyway tonight, so. But this is a funny thing we use the loader for when the truck is kind of getting worked on and stuff. We have another truck there, but it's fun to use and it's very useful, and I don't know, like kind of doing it this way anyway. So I have like a big tote, 275 gallons, that I would use the truck to take water to the animals and stuff, but it's just way too much. They like barely drink, so I stopped doing it. It's like, why would I fill up 100 gallons of water when they barely drink 5, in a day? So, but sometimes when it's hot, they drink a lot. It's not really hot right now, but so, oh, we're gonna get hit by walnuts. So here we are at stop number 1. There's the ram, Horatio. That was his name when he came to us. So we'll go check. He absolutely needs water. He drinks it all drinks it all every day. So take one. Walk over. You can see kind of our diverse pasture. You know, we mow it kind of after they go through it, but he's empty. Hey buddy, look at you. You're ready for winter. Okay, yeah, he's drinking. Girls are out there. So he's got to move tomorrow. So yeah, we move them every 4 days usually. I used to do it a lot quicker, but I feel like the more diverse the pasture is, the more fat, the more happy they are, and they just are very relaxed most of the time, especially the girls. So I'll show you kind of what those look like. I have some other videos that are showing kind of our grazing through the summer and kind of how we've been doing our own little version of silvo pasture, moving the sheep in and out of trees, tree-lined areas, but still rapidly moving them across the fields. And we leave them out basically all year. I've only ever bought hay one time, and that was just for like 1 week, and it was not even a lot. It was just like from Tractor Supply, and I kind of regret it anyway. And they didn't even use it during the winter, but it was polar vortex or whatever, and it was negative 15 degrees, so I thought maybe they needed some extra stuff, but usually we'll just supplement with oats, only really as a treat, just to make them like us, but try to keep the pasture diverse so they have a lot of different options for eating. I found when I kept the grass super low, or just had grass, they seemed anxious and were more hungry, as opposed to like how I look at it is you have 3 inches or 4 inches of grass, they eat 2 inches of it and they're ready to move on. But you have this more diverse layered, sometimes 30 inches up, 15-30 inches up, that's a lot of food that they can work through and eat top down. They like to eat top down when it's up like kind of that high, and a lot of people don't agree with that, but it seems to work with us. We'll go look at the sheep now, so we'll just kind of see what they look like in this part of the season. It's October, or first week of October, so we'll see what they look like. I'm gonna stop over here. Sometimes when they hear the loader, they get kind of scared or whatever, but they seem like they're just kind of grazing a bit. Some are laying down. So we'll flip this around. Hey girls! sleepers right there. But you can see this is where they were. They kind of just eat. Look, here's some laying around, fat and happy. I'm gonna turn the fence off, kind of look in there and see how it's going. It's about time for them to move tomorrow. Okay, fence is off. You can see their paths they make. This is Strawberry. She's gonna come say hi. Hello. Oh my gosh, you're looking beautiful, sweetie. You look so good. Yeah, her wool is coming out nice, even though it's dirty. We didn't put coats on them this year. Smile for the camera. Smile, smile, smile. You're so cute. There's Chicory. She is the most skittish girl. That's Gandalf. Probably not going to keep him. Oh, look. More sleepers. Esperanza. And her boy, Branches. He's a sweetie too. I don't know how he has these horns. Oh, Strawberry's following us. But you can see that they're pretty relaxed in this type of environment. They're getting really beautiful wool. Oh, there's Mama. This is Mama. This is a little boy. And here comes Dandelion, who is also so sweet and beautiful. She's like our pure Morit, pure brown. She is so pretty. My gosh. And Grapey, Star, and Farron, the white one, white Mama, and then Alyssa is over there. So you can kind of see why I don't mow so much. They really seem so much more relaxed and have so much more forage available, and you know, I like to mow it after, but look, they're just so sweet, just so relaxed. We spent a lot of time working with them to kind of build up our relationship, but they kind of eat anything out here and haven't really noticed any problems except for the fine wool stuff. The wool getting super dirty, but it is what it is. They are so cute. My God, look at her. Look at her. Are you gonna give me a kiss? What a beautiful little sheep. Check their water. Dead praying mantis in there. We'll just give them the 2 buckets. Back to the loader. I'll probably have to put the camera down. All right, so that's a basic rundown of some of the things that we do with the loader here. We checked the sheep, we gave them water, we showed some of the pen moving, gave a rundown of the pen moving. We'll show that in detail the next time we do it. We saw some cute sheep, how fat and happy they are, how gentle and relaxed they are. So we're gonna drive this thing back and call it a day. Call it a day for sheep chores at the farm at Catawissa Creek.